Hello everyone. I'm here to introduce you to the Heat and Thermodynamics unit. You'll find it in the Guru collection called Heat and Thermodynamics that I've shared with you. The first of the items in the collection is the standards. This won't interest you very much in the beginning, but if it does, feel free to read it. This is what the state of California expects you to learn. Then there's a list of several questions in prior years that have occurred on the California Standards Test that all deal with thermodynamics. They'll actually come up later in the collection. I've included the Wikipedia entry to give you sort of a general overview of thermodynamics. It's crazy. It's really long, but the beginning is really good. They've got the three definitions, or the definitions of the four laws of thermodynamics, three of which we will study: the zeroth law, the first law, and the second law. The first actual video or task you'll come upon is the unit challenge up here. You can feel free to take this as a pretest, and when you do, you can just click practice. And
determining the direction of heat flow for two or more objects in contact with each other. If an ice cube is placed in a bowl at room temperature, where will the heat flow? Now remember, according to the zeroth law of thermodynamics.
Okay, so you watch a video that trains you on how to do these questions, then you actually go to the practice test and you give it a shot. Boom, try. All right, and oops, looks like I got it wrong. So I can continue on and give it another try. Oops, got it wrong again. So it lets you know when you're getting it wrong. Try it a third time. That time I got it correct. It says I'm 20% complete with one question, which means there's probably, oh, well, I guess only 4 questions. So I move on. Now, just because you eventually get all these correct does not mean you know what's going on. But feel free to take it as a pretest. It will also be a post-test. It's not going to be what you'll be graded on, but it'll be a good indicator for you of how much you've learned. Moving on. Here are the same practice problems I showed you before in a more usable format, in the slideshow format, on experimentation. This includes all of those that are available, and if you click through, it looks like slide 53 or 52 begins the thermal physics section of this slideshow. And it goes up until you get to, including entropy, I should say, until you get to waves. This is kind of a cool tool. You can do, Wolfram Alpha allows you to make conversions. So if, for example, you want to know what 75 Fahrenheit in Celsius, you can enter it into Wolfram Alpha, and it should be able to figure it out for you. Google will do the same thing, but check out all the cool stuff you get here. It tells you the precise conversion, so it's 23 degrees, 23.89 degrees. Then it tells you in Kelvin, Rankine, which I've never even heard of, other degrees, and then other related information, which is may be interesting if not useful. Wait a minute. I bounced out of Guru. That's weird. It took me out of Guru. Anyway, next slide in the collection, Guru, is a blank slide. Whenever you see a blank slide, so far, they're working on changing this. It means that you're switching from one section in the collection to the next. That was the introductory section. Here's the first section, which is about the zeroth law of thermodynamics. Go through, watch the video,
determining the direction,
do the practice, see your results. Here's kind of a cool simulation that I have an activity for you to do that's described in the prior slide once I finish all of this.